that. I'm trying to do that. Can you see? Mm-hmm. Can you see from it? He's a cutie baby.
What's happening, Gracie?
Can I film really fast?
Madison.
I want to see Gracie, please.
Look. You see her?
Hi. Hi. Hi, film again.
Who's this?
It looks pretty. Can I film it?
In a sec. Bye.
Clearly, I've loved the camera for a very long time, and as much as my mom wanted to put it in Madison mode so that we didn't waste all our footage on the VHS, I always reached for the camera, and since I was a little kid, I always wanted to be behind it.
There he is. Hey, what's up? Yeah, man. Hey, let's go! Hey, yeah, boy! Let's go!
Since high school, I was filming sporting events, hockey and football games, and really found a niche in capturing athlete stories and trying to tell the story of the person under the helmet a little bit more than just them as an athlete. When I was a senior at Clemson University, I had the opportunity to start working for athletic communications under Nick Conklin, Jeff Callan, and Jonathan Gant, and they taught me so much about storytelling, and honestly, I found my niche there. I never really discriminated between photography and videography because I think a story can be told in many ways. It's really unique to be able to take your passion and turn it into a career, and I think Jared enables people who are ready to take on the next step in their career, and he propels them.
One of our old Clemson employees, Max Huggins, he's created this board. This will be my first ever experience with this, so I guess this will mean where one of our players is going to go. Somebody's going to the Raiders.
I just think Fresh Tape has done an awesome job of doing that with a lot of creators, and I'm so grateful that I'm one of them. Trying to nail down who inspires me is a really tough question. I think, first of all, it's more what inspires me, and it's stories that people can put out where it's not about them, but it's about the subject matter. Those are the stories that really hit home for me. But if you're talking about creators and people that can put their creative spin on a story and the people that I look up to, it's really hard to name, but if you take 1 second, pause this video, and check out these people right here, because I wouldn't be where I am without them. A common question in the creative industry is, what's next? Well, you know, what's your dream gig? What's your dream job? And it's really hard for me to answer that question because I feel like I've checked off so many boxes of such amazing opportunities and amazing events that I never dreamt I'd be covering by this time in my life. Since I was little, I always dreamt about working for National Geographic. I think National Geographic is the pinnacle of storytelling because they're dealing oftentimes with people that don't speak their language. They're dealing with animals, they're dealing with underwater life that you really need to visually tell that story because it's not being facilitated by a talking head. And that's just a dream of mine, would be to work for Nat Geo on a project or have an opportunity to do some underwater videography and push myself. I really don't feel qualified to give advice. I'm still really young and take all the advice I can possibly get from everyone. But one thing that I've learned and I think is really important is to always take up opportunities to just talk to people. Social media has made it really easy to feel connected to people but not actually spend time with them. And if I could give one piece of advice, it would be to take every opportunity you can to spend time with people and listen to people. I'm somebody that can talk a lot. I could probably talk everybody's ear off, but what's really important is to listen. And I think to be a good storyteller, you have to know how to listen. I don't think that people ever reach success without great mentors, and I think that's where I have to attribute any of the success I've had and the opportunities I've had. And Fresh Tape has given me so many opportunities that I didn't feel worthy of, but I've just enjoyed working with that team because it's not about clout and it's not about views for Fresh Tape. It's about telling people's stories, and it's just so incredible to watch the talent and the passion that that company embodies. And I'm just so thankful for an opportunity to learn from people like Max, from people like Jared, and it's an honor that I was even asked to create a video like this because those are the people that I look up to most.
Jared pedaling in a suit. holding Andy. Oh gosh, that's funny.